Okay, right, we've got two batteries in today. They are BISEK CRUISER batteries, so there's the BISEK logo there. They're both 48 volt, 17.5 amp hour packs. One of them, if we take a little look at the charger here, if you plug it in, it does absolutely nothing. Might be that it's fully charged. All the other batteries, we got 5 or 6 of these in, they all took a charge, so this one here, that happens. The charge port sparks and the charger flashes like that. It's something shorted inside. Possibly the charge port's been soldered backwards. I've seen that on some batteries before. Who knows? Let's have a little look. First of all, with this one, let's see if we can get our multimeter in there. And I think that's the main power out to the controller on these, and this is actually for the light output, but no matter. Let's have a look, shall we? Got our multimeter in DC volts. Let's have a look. We are showing not a lot, and with the switch on, 45 volts. With the charger plugged in, we get still 45.77 volts. That's not enough volts. On this one we get 19 volts with the switch on. So that's not right. Let's have a look inside there and see, shall we? Warranty sticker is, I think, well, not really intact on either of them, is it? Really? Oh well. To open these up, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Phillips head screws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We find ourselves a tray. It's basically a tray. And off comes the top. Here, loads of nice hot glue, which for once I like hot glue. When it's around a charge port or a switch, great, stops it all rattling, vibrating loose and such. Piece of sellotape, that's new. I'd imagine these are probably either foamed or double-sided taped in here, these packs, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, but you know, I've had worse. It seems toolless. Unfortunately, you can't get to the JST without taking this out, so it's going to be a screwdriver and peel kind of job, unfortunately. There you go, it's just got double-sided tape on the bottom of it, like a foam tape stuff. Let's see, we've got a 4.2 volt max, 2.8 volt minimum, so it's quite lenient, this BMS. It's not incredible, but you know, it's not strictly wrong. They are absolute maximum. I think they're cut-off voltages anyway. 13S, 20 amp. There. A bit of tape. Peel that back a bit. See what's going on with the cells. And this here is for the switch. Let's get ourselves a little screwdriver and prise. Ugh. Well, silicon galore. Again, I mean, there are times when I hate silicon, there are times when I don't. This is one of the times where I don't, because it serves a purpose. If you're having a battery cut out because of a loose JST, that's really, really, really going to be annoying for you, the customer. Oh, well, the manufacturer and the customer. Everybody involved is going to hate you. Probably best to put silicone on. It's just when it comes to time to fix it, like now, makes me very unhappy. But you know, it is what it is. comes. There we go. Let's have a little look on here, shall we? Get that plug back in. Come a bit loose there. Turn that on. We are the tiny kind. That's good. Bumps it down and all. If I can get that all plugged in. Okay. Right, so what have we got? Just keep that off there. There we go. Have to go into handheld mode for this bit. We've got all our cells are quite happy actually. The balance is pretty much perfect. That's really not very bad at all. Now, why isn't it charging? Is it going to be one of those cases where when I plug this back in, the BMS will be fine, take a charge? Which, does that indicate a faulty BMS, or is that just a, you know, a bad charge port? Let's see. So if we plug our charger in, too much stuff everywhere, I'm confused. There's the end of my charger. Right. Let's get the charger plugged in. Not charging, which is good because that JST's unplugged, you'd hope not. There's no connector for the charge port, goes directly to the pack. Fine. Alright, let's plug the JST in. Still not charging. Good, because that means the fault's staying, gives me something to look for, doesn't it? Let's check voltage on the back of the charge port. One of these was labelled as faulty charge port. This one looks absolutely fine, but you know, so they've not been opened, so I don't know how they could know it's a faulty charge port. Maybe they had to wiggle the connector or something. So just so we're not being crazy, on the out of the charger, we get 54.8 volts, which is maybe a little bit too high for a 48 volt charger, but it should be 54.6, I believe it says out. 54.6 volt outs, it's close enough. If the BMS is functional, it would do away with that anyway. Our positive then shouldn't change, and our negative, our charge wire here, up on the BMS that you can't see. Be up here underneath the silicon, showing us 54.8 volts, or 54.8, close enough. Which means the charge is getting to here, but for some reason the BMS is not letting it charge. Probably faulty BMS. All the cells were in balance, the switch is not changing anything. Now why that would be, your guess is as good as mine. I do not know. It's very likely that something's just failed. I know something's just failed is a very helpful term, but there are so many tiny components on here, and also the like the logic board, that it could be one of many things that's caused this. Try one more time. Plug that in. Disconnect the charger. Turn the switch to off. Plug the charger in. No, we're getting no charge. So that one, bad BMS. We will hopefully be able to find a BMS that fits. There's not that much room inside this case, but hopefully find one that fits. Off we go. So, well, that's battery number one. Anyway, right on that one. BMS bad, cells okay. Right, and then battery number 2, the one with the weird sparky shorty charge port buttons. Again, 1, 2, 3. It feels like it doesn't really go into anything. That's broken, whatever that one goes into. 4 and 5. Does it still do the same thing? Yep, there's some kind of short happening here with the charge port. Let's cut that open a bit. Let's see, something's going on underneath here where the cables come over. I wonder if they're all crushed in there. Oh no, that's just a cable type. It's not that crushed at all, really, is it? Yep, definitely shorted there. What do we get on the meter? There's somewhere you can see it. That's the positive there, and then the negative of the charge port would be there. Got 19 volts. It's not right. Well, actually, I wonder what happens when that's plugged in. $23, $24. Oh, do we just have a dead battery, I wonder? And as this gets up to past 24, that'll start. Ah, look at that. It'll start charging. Yeah, look at that. 34. I mean, that's far too low for a 48 volt battery. 34, look, it's actually charging now. Huh. Well, let's get that disconnected. Yeah, when you plug it in now, it goes straight to charging. We'll have a look at the cells and see. It might be one dead group or something. Don't want that. My altimeter just took a tumble off the work surface there. Oops. Let's get to the JST. There we go. Now, what kind of fun awaits us under here? Move you up. Silicon, who would have guessed? Come on, that's one. Comes two. There we go. We've got not that big a voltage drop actually, 2.4, 2.39. Obviously it's dropping because the cells are so low, but it's not awful. We'll get that one charged up and see what it does. It might have just been able to recover that one. Thanks.